Hey everyone, let's take a look at the LEGO Marvel Spider-Man's drone duel set. And this is a weird one, a little bit difficult to place because that's clearly an MCU Homecoming Michael Keaton version of Vulture over there, but this is clearly an upcoming No Way Home version, the black and gold version of Spider-Man, and I'm assuming that the black and gold huge drone here is inspired by that as well. So is the whole thing from No Way Home? We're going to find out when the movie comes out. Might get just a very short flashback with all the time shifting that's going to go on that. But for this review, I'm going to start off looking at the biggest thing. At first glance, this to me looks like a 1-to-1 scale, realistic life-sized quadcopter that you would just go down to a store and buy. It is perfectly scaled and proportioned. I like it. I like it just how it is. However, how it fits into the universe, we will just have to see. But I like the color scheme. I like especially the proportions of it. It really looks like something that's just ready to fly. Turn this into an RC somehow. I don't think that it's reasonably possible. A lot of people have done Lego pieces on remote-controlled drones, roughly this size. They've been a little bit rough, I'll just say. But this here, just as a toy, as a representation, it's good. You got your rotors out there, a lot of pieces in gold. A lot of stickers were used for this, though. Each strut has a sticker on it, sticker there, 2 stickers back here, sticker on the front as well. These can actually be turned, not without changing anything. You gotta pull it off and then rotate it down. If you're familiar with quadcopters, you might want to see that as a landing skid. It actually fits right down to the ground pretty appropriately. Or you could even turn them out to make them look a little bit more like they're protecting against prop strikes as you maneuver around. But this is not intended, as far as I know, not intended to represent a 1-to-1 scale thing for us. It's intended to be piloted by a minifigure because they got a seat right there. So this is supposed to be a large craft. You got the Nexonites style mech body here in just a plain black, and this beautiful drum lacquered piece here that's produced so nicely. All the other pieces that you see in gold are either stickers or done with just a molded standard pearl gold. Although this piece here is a slightly different material, of course, for the flex. I think this is the first time I personally have seen this piece in gold, and it's a little bit brighter and a little bit more orangish, more like the older pearl gold. There have been 2 major pearl golds that just changed recently. Underneath here, you got a little storage compartment. Move this out of the way just a little bit. Storage compartment, which has a little spider drone in it as well that can come out and be used. So that's cool. You can put something small in there. Got the black door for the outside of that. And yeah, just overall, I like the look of this thing. What I don't like, a couple of stud shooters, if I didn't mention those already on top. What I don't like about this is that it's not particularly durable. These come off relatively easy. You can see the 2 studs that are being used to attach this, and they easily can work themselves off. It's just not quite connected well enough there. I can see that easily falling off with just basic, accidentally hitting things a little bit. I can see those falling off a little bit too frequently. Also, I found that these, I had a little bit, from opening and closing this when I was playing around with it a little bit, I found that these would loosen up a little bit. You can see it just a little bit right now. Seems to have gotten in there a little bit better, but this is a bigger problem for me. The durability there is not enough. It's mostly the grill piece that doesn't provide enough clutch from the top to lock it all in place. Otherwise, the design looks really, really good, and I'm curious to see how this gets used in universe. LEGO, of course, did an official Homecoming Vulture before that took a completely different tact, though. I personally feel like this one is much better than the original one they did for the movie a few years back, but it's still not perfect. I like the fact that the feathers, the faux feathers at the ends here can still be feathered around, and the lifting fan units are on these ball joints, so you can rotate those all around. But what I don't like here is that you can't really flap the wings up and down. The wings are only going to be able to go when he's standing like this, it's going to be forward and back. Okay, so when he's flying, they can be flapped up and down, but I want to be able to articulate them more here. I want them to be on ball joints. I want to be able to bring them up because when he's close to the ground, He can't just, sorry about the focus there, can't just land, can't just get his feet there. Want the wings to get out of the way. The only way to get him to land properly is to really move the ducted fan units completely out of the way, just to get his feet on the ground. It's not the best. It's almost there. It's almost there. This, of course, once again relies on stickers quite a bit for the detailing. This one, surprisingly, is not too finicky with its build. Does not feel like things are going to be falling off easily. Of course, anytime you have just a single clip used towards the extremity of something, if you hit that just wrong, it can be knocked off to the side. But I think that's reasonable for the size here. It doesn't feel like it's going to be as annoying for play as the ends of the drone, I think, will be. Those don't look that great in that color, but I understand that they were trying to add some extra detail and visual interest to the back of this. Overall, I definitely like this better than the original. I'll show you the minifig just by itself up close. And it's also easy to get the minifig off, which is excellent and important, I think, and gets secured on there well enough. But yeah, I really wish that I could bend the wings to get them out of the way for landing. Other than that, it's not bad. Before I get to the Spider-Man, let's go ahead and finish talking about the Vulture here. The print for the torso is fantastic, and I love the breathing apparatus piece. Not new, but still good to get. Cannot get too many of those. I would like them to be very, very available on the market. But the torso is really good. No printing, though, for the hip and leg pieces. No printing on the arms, which I find to be acceptable, but a little bit disappointing, because the rest of the prints are good. Taking this off, that face kind of works, but does it though? I feel like I need the helmet to not be on. Need a hair. What do I need? He's got I don't know. Something about that works for me. Something about it doesn't. However, over here, that's just weird. I think I see what they were going for though, but it's weird. I feel like that'll be more useful. That head on the left will be more useful for people doing custom stuff and taking it in a completely different direction. The reason for the skin tone to be showing there. It's weird, but it's well done. At least it's well produced. Speaking of which, the skin tone is good. The white is good enough at the very least. I'm happy with the production on that head. It shows that Lego clearly, as we have all known always, is capable of printing things well, including light tones on dark plastic pieces. Let's shift over to that Spider-Man on the right. The prints, the graphic design work are fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Now, could this one have used some dual molded legs? I don't know. I don't know if that would have been needed. A little bit of printing on the side of the legs, though, would have been very nice. Would have been very nice. Just to really seal the deal. The printing on the side of the arm there, the torso, front and back, the back of the head, everything about that figure, gold hands. Yeah, that is sweet. And there's a full set of web blast and splat pieces. I'll show you the rest in the spares, but overall, really good figures. A little bit weird with the Vulture one. I think I get it, but yeah, the whole thing I think is better than the original. Just not quite perfect yet. Right, here are the spares with some extra studs for the stud shooters and also an extra one of those breathing apparatus pieces, which is nice, again, to get even more. And the gold color for the web blast pack is interesting. Just have to see how it actually functions and looks in the upcoming movie. But I'm glad that they did this. I'm glad that they continue to commit to these action style pieces that really make sense for play as well as display, including coming up with different colors for them. Now, the sticker sheet is kind of oppressive. For such a small set to need that many stickers, I think this is unprecedented. I mean, I think this is at Speed Champions level in a non-Speed Champions set. Fortunately, most of those stickers can be left off, and if you hate stickers, you can leave off most of those and you'll still have things that look really good, especially the ones that go on the drone. I like the ones on the abdomen and the front, but the rest of the pieces, at least half of those can be left off. Many of the ones, especially the wingtip ones, can be left off the Vulture suit, the flight suit, and it won't make that big of a difference because there's not a lot of contrast in those stickers. I paid $20 US for this, and that feels pretty right to me for the amount of stuff that I see here in front of me. Yeah, it only comes with 2 minifigures, but I mean, for the amount of stuff in total and the quality of it, I think it's a perfectly fine price. A little bit surprised that they didn't price it even higher than that, honestly, especially these days. But yeah, just overall, satisfied, looking forward to seeing what this is really all about, or if it's completely made up. We shall see. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about this set in the comments below, and I'll talk to you again soon.